Good morning, friends. Last class to 17 we discussed. Now come to 18 regarding paramagnetic substances. Magnetic susceptibility low and positive. Relative permeability is greater than 1. These get weakly magnetized in the direction of applied magnetic field. So all are correct. It's a property. If you know the properties of all materials, then you can answer this. So all are correct. Fourth option is correct. Next 19. Also it's based on the properties of material. So you can do it. 20 also it's depend on properties of material only. So do it. Now come to 21. The susceptibility of Mg at 200 Kelvin is beta. The temperature which susceptibility is increased by 50% is. They are asking a new temperature. Okay. This is question number 21. T1. 200 K. At this temperature, susceptibility is beta. Next temperature they are asking. Susceptibility is 50% of initial. Okay, increased by 50%. So initial value is beta plus they increased 50%. So 50 by 100 into beta. So this will be beta plus beta by 2. This will be 3 beta by 2. Am I correct or not? Now what is the relation susceptibility and temperature? Inversely proportional. 1 by T. So they are asking T2. Then how do we write? T2 by T1 is equal to 1 by 2. Then T2 is equal to, what is first susceptibility? Beta by second 3 beta by 2 into T1. Beta beta cancel, 2 goes up, 2 T1 by 3. What is T1 value? 2 into 200 by 3, that is 400 by 3. Clear? Next, 22nd. Question option 3. 22nd match the following. Intensity of magnetization A. What is the formula? Magnetization formula. Magnetic moment per unit volume. So that is M by V. Is there M by V is what? That is 3. For first option it is, for first point, first column, for first point option in the second column 3. Next magnetic susceptibility, that is what? M by H. Magnetic susceptibility is what? M by H. This is fourth. Next permeability, mu naught into 1 plus susceptibility, this is 2. Next D. What is the Curie's law? Curie's law is susceptibility is equal to C into mu naught by T. A3, B4, C2 and D1. Select the option. Okay, that is first option. Next 23. To solve 22, what do we know? Only formulas. If you know the formulas, if you are perfect, then you can select the option. Next 23rd, which of the following is wrong about hysteresis? They are asking wrong statement. Okay, this is easy to us because we select wrong answers only. Clear? Now the effect is common to all ferromagnetic substances The hysteresis loop area is proportional to the thermal energy developed per unit volume of the material. Yeah, I mentioned energy loss, power loss per unit volume. I did not mention per unit volume, but you make this. Area of the hysteresis shows what is the power loss per unit volume. That's correct. First is correct. Second is correct. Hysteresis loop area is independent of thermal energy developed per unit volume of the material. This is wrong statement. They are asking wrong statement only. So option 3 is correct. 24th. Which of the following is not correct? Soft iron used for dynamo transformer, whereas steel is used in making permanent magnets. Correct. Soft iron can be magnetized and demagnetized easily, whereas steel cannot be magnetized or demagnetized easily. Yes, correct. Soft iron has less retentivity and coercive forces, whereas steel has more retentivity and coercive force. In case of soft iron, the area of hysteresis loop is large, whereas in steel, the area of hysteresis loop is less. So, hysteresis loop for steel is also more. They given less. Check option 4. 24th is 4. Yeah, 24th is 4. Option 4 is wrong statement. Again, 24th also they are asking wrong statement, not correct. What did they mention? Steel is used for permanent magnet. Permanent magnet area is more, hysteresis loop area. But what did they give in the option? Area of hysteresis loop is less. So that is wrong statement. From 25th onwards, questions related to electromagnetic induction. Once we complete electromagnetic induction, we will have a discussion on this. Next, we will see the previously asked questions. Come to page number 71. Electromagnets are made up of soft iron because of soft iron has, what is that? High retentivity and high coercivity. Clear? Soft iron, we need to think this. Soft iron, I think low coercivity is there. Let me check this in office. Soft magnetic materials. Clear? Soft iron, they mentioned low retentivity, low coercivity and small hysteresis less are used for the temporary magnets. These are used for making electromagnet cores of transformer motors, and get soft iron is an example of this type. So low retentivity and low coercivity. Okay. For high retentivity, high coercivity for permanent magnets. Clear? Okay. Electromagnets are temporary. So low retentivity and low coercivity. Next, 22nd second problem. A vibration magnetometer placed in a magnetic meridian has a small bar magnet. The magnet executes oscillation with a time period of 2 seconds. Time period of 2 seconds. T1 is equal to 2 seconds. Earth's magnetic field is 24 microtesla. There BHR we will take direct as electromagnetic field B1. What is that? 24 into 10 power minus 6 Tesla. Okay. When the horizontal field of 18 microtesla is produced opposite to the electromagnetic field, then what will happen? Net field. Already Earth magnetic field is there. 24 into 10 power minus 6 Tesla. In this, time period is 2 seconds. Now what they are doing? 18 microtesla, they are applying opposite to the Earth magnetic field. Then net field will be 24 into 10 power minus 6 minus 18 into 10 power minus 6 is applying opposite. Then net field will be B2. Then what will happen? 24 minus 8, 6 into 10 power minus 6 Tesla. This is the new field, that is B2. Then in this field they are asking time period. How it relates? Time period and magnetic field. T is universally proportional to square root of magnetic field. Then how do we write? T2 by T1 is equal to root of B1 by B2. Then T2 is equal to root of B1 by B2 into T1. Now substitute the values. T2 is equal to square root of, what is V1 value? 24 into 10 power minus 6 by, what is V2 value? 6 into 10 power minus 6 into, what is T1 value? T1 value is 2 seconds. 10 power minus 6 cancel, 6 ones, 6 fours. Square root of 4, 2. 2 into 2, 4 seconds. Clear? Next, third question is related to the electromagnetic induction, and fourth also it is related to the electromagnetic induction. Come to fifth one. Fifth one, there are 4 lightweight rod samples A, B, C, D separately suspended by threads. How many rods are there? 4 rods named as A, B, C, D. A bar magnet is slowly brought to near each sample and following observations are noted. When they brought magnet to the A, what happened? How the A behaved? It's feebly repelled. Repelled means, how do we decide? A material is a diamagnetic substances. Because diamagnetic substances repel the magnetic field lines. Okay, how did they, now B behavior? B is feebly attracted. Less attraction is there. Less attraction means this is paramagnetic substance. Next, C is strongly attracted. Then C, which material is strongly attracted? Ferromagnetic substances. Then D remains undeflected. It is not a magnetic material, of course. Okay? D we cannot say what kind of material. Clear? Which of the following is true? D we cannot say. We cannot. We will check the options. C is diamagnetic material. No. C is ferro. D is a ferromagnetic material. No. A is non-magnetic material. No. B is a paramagnetic substance. So option B is correct. Okay, next sixth question. A short bar magnet of magnetic moment 0.4 joule per Tesla is placed in a uniform magnetic field of 0.16 Tesla. The magnet is stable equilibrium when the potential energy is. Question number 6. What did they give in this question? Magnetic moment given. M is equal to 0.4 joule Tesla inverse or per Tesla. Next, placed in a uniform magnetic field B. B is equal to 0.16 Tesla. The magnet is in a stable equilibrium. Stable equilibrium means theta is equal to 0 degree. Then potential energy they are asking. U is equal to minus mb cos theta minus m 0.4 into 0.166 into cos 0 1 0.16 into 4 into 16 64. How many decimal places are there? 1 2 3. So 0 6 4 minus those. They are asking only magnitude. So our minus also given. So 0. For them for 2 they given minus. But if the magnitude is 0.064, minus not given. Option 4 we got, so we will check the option. What is the sixth question? Sixth question, fourth option. They forgot to give the minus sign. Not forgot, I think print mistake. Next, seventh one. A compass needle which is allowed to move in a horizontal plane is taken to a geographic pole. Will stay in the east-west direction. Will become rigid, showing no movement. Will stay in any position, will stay in north-south direction, will stay in any position. We cannot say that. Clear? See, if magnet is free to yellow vertically, see, magnet is free to yellow vertically like this. If magnet can rotate like this, if you move to the poles, it will become straight. It will become vertical. But when magnet is free to rotate horizontally like this, okay, like this. If we take it into poles, how it behaves? How can we say? Clear? If it is vertical, then it can rotate like this, but it is rotating horizontal, so we cannot see. Next, eighth one, important model. A magnet needle suspended parallel to the magnetic field required root 3 joules of work to turn through 60 degrees. The torque needed to maintain the needle in this position. Initially parallel means theta is equal to 0. Finally, it turned to 60 degrees. To turn this work done, W is equal to root 3 J. What is the torque required? Tau. At torque needed to maintain the needle in the 60 degree. Okay. Torque formula tau is equal to mb sin theta. mb theta is what? In which position we need to hold this? 60 degree. Sin 60 root 3 by 2. Did they give mb? They did not. This mb we will get from the work done. What is work done? Work done is equal to mb cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2. mb as it is theta 1 0 cos 0 1 cos 60 1 by 2. What is the work done? Root 3. So root 3 is equal to mb by 2. Then mb is equal to what? 2 root 3. This is mb. This mb value is substituted in torque. Torque is equal to 2 root 3. Torque is equal to 2 root 3. Why did I write 2 root 3 in mb place? What is mb? 2 root 3. So I written into root 3 by 2. 2 cancel. Root 3 into root 3. 3 Newton. Clear? Next, 10th, 11th, 12th related to the electromagnetic induction. 13. For 13, a bar magnet of length L and magnetic dipole moment M is bent in the form of an arc shown in the figure. The new magnetic dipole moment will be. Already we have seen short method, direct method. That is M dash is a new magnetic moment is 2m sin theta by 2 by theta. M is the old moment before bent into the arc. M dash is the new moment after bent into the arc. Then 2m. What is the angle given? Angle subtended by both ends at a given point is 60 degree. So sin 60 by 2, 30. Sin 30, 1 by 2. So into 1, 2 into theta. Theta we should take in radians. 60 degrees, how many radians? Pi by 3. Am I correct or not? 2 cancel 3 goes up 3m by pi. Okay, next 14. 14. Following figures as shown. Following figures show the arrangement of bar magnets in different configurations. Each magnet has a magnetic dipole moment M. Which configuration has the highest net dipole moment? So dipole moments are same. Now come to first one. See, first one given like this, north, south. Next one, placed like this, south, north. Magnetic moment of this magnet acts like this magnet acts like this. What is the angle between this magnetic moment M? M1 is equal to M, M2 is equal to M. What is the angle between them? 90. If 90 is their net magnetic moment is what? Under root of M square plus 2m m cos 90 0. This is root 2m square and this is root 2m. A option. Next come to B. Now B configuration is what? I will write here B. They place like this. This is north, south, north. This magnetic moment acts, first magnet acts in this direction, this acts in this direction. This is M and this is M. Both magnets are same but acting opposite to each other. Their net resultant is what? 0. Next configuration is what? 30 degree making. See. What is the angle between two magnetic moments? 30 degree. Then what happened? Net magnetic moment under root of m square plus 2m square cos 30. Am I correct or not? Cos 30 is what? Root 3 by 2. 2 cancel. This is under root of 2m square plus root 3m square. If m square take it common, m into root of 2 plus root 3. Next, 60 degree. Option D, 60 degree. 60 degree means what? M is equal to under root of m square plus 2m square into 1 by 2. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. 2 cancel. This is 3m square. M is comes out root 3. Clear? Out of this, which is bigger, we need to find. This is what? Root 2m. This is 0. This is m root 3. This is 2 plus root 3. If you take this, go come to C option, m into root of 2 plus root 3 value is what? Around it is 1.7. 1.7 or around 1.5. Let me check once. It is around that. Based on that, I hope it is 1.5. Root 3. It is 1.7. It is 1.7. So this is m into 3.7. Clear? So which value is greater? Root 3 value or root 3 3.7? So m into root 3.7 is greater. They are asking greatest configuration. So option C is correct. Option C is correct. What did they give? Number 3. Let me check 14.3. 14.3. So this configuration, C configuration, has more magnetic moment. Okay. Next 15, 16 and 17, okay, it's related to electromagnetic induction. Come to 19. The magnetic susceptibility is -5. Easy question in 2016 NEET. Okay, if you know the properties, you can. Which has negative diamagnetic materials. Next, a bar magnet hung by a thin cotton thread in a uniform horizontal magnetic field and in an equilibrium state. The energy required to rotate by 60 degree is W. Now the torque required to keep the magnet, this is this new position. Already we have done this in a what is that exercise level 1 question was there. You check it and you will find the answer. Next, come to 22nd. If theta 1, theta 2 are the apparent angles of dip observed in a new vertical planes at right angle to each other, then the true angle of dip is given by. Don't confuse. This is the 22nd. Already I explained. Again, one more time I am explaining. Clear? This is one plane. Another plane also given. Like this. Clear? These two planes are perpendicular to each other. In this is one dip angle theta 1, and in this plane this is another dip angle theta 2. Clear? Now if we take another plane, this is actual true dip plane. This is clear. This dotted plane as the true dip. In this dotted plane I am drawing. This little confused. Please you observe clearly, then you will come to know. This is true dip theta. Clear? In our relation, what we have taken, tan phi dash is equal to tan phi by cos alpha. Clear? Phi dash is the what? Apparently, see, I will draw again this for this relation. Okay, this is what phi dash. Apparently, I'm drawing dotted plane. This is dotted plane. This dotted plane contains which dip? True dip. This one. This is dotted line. This is true dip. Phi. The dotted plane at this one. Angle between them is alpha. This is the relation. Now dotted plane I taken middle. Dotted plane and apparent dip theta one plane. If you take it alpha, remaining angle will be, what is that? 90 minus alpha. This I have done. What is the relation? Cot square phi 1 place cot square phi 2 is equal to cot square phi. Clear? For this question, this will be cot square theta 1 plus cot square theta 2 is equal to cot square theta. Understand? Okay. It's there. Fourth option. Now 23rd is related to the electromagnetic induction. Now come to 24. A thin diamagnetic rod is placed vertically between the poles of an electromagnet. When a current is in the electromagnet is switched on, the diamagnetic rod is pushed up out of the horizontal magnetic field. Hence the rod gains gravitational potential energy. The work required to do this comes from induced electric field due to the charging magnetic field, the current source, the lattice structure of the material of the rod, the magnetic field. Which is the pull the magnet up? Magnetic field pull the rod up. Who produce the magnetic field? Current. Who supply the current? Battery. So battery is what? Energy source. Battery of the energy converted to, gravitational potential energy of the rod. But current did not do directly. It develops the magnetic field. Magnetic field pushes the rod. But ultimately, where it has come? Magnetic field. From current. Where did current from? Battery. So the current source. Current source is nothing but battery or whatever the source is there. 25th. The magnetic potential energy stored. This is related to the electromagnetic induction. So with this completed magnetism matter, there are few less only 25 questions given. In level 2 also 25 questions is given. So less questions given, number of questions are less because 2 lessons combined. But of course, questions from magnetism matter we can answer easily because it is formulas are less, total are conceptual questions only, theoretical questions only. Clear? If you are good, if you perfect in magnetism matter, you can answer questions from this lesson without fail. Clear? Without any wrong answer. Clear? Now we will try to level 2. In this first question, 2 bar magnets of magnetic moments 3m and 4m are tied at an angle of 6 degrees to each other. The magnetic moment of the combination will be. Just I will give the key. You will find that solution. So m1 is what? 3m. m2 is what? 4m. What is the angle between them? Theta is equal to 60 degree. Then net magnetic moment, how do you find? Under root of m1 square plus m2 square plus 2m1 m2 cos theta. Substitute will get the answer. Next, second, the magnetic moment of magnet is 2 ampere meter square is suspended in a magnetic field of intensity in microtesla. The couple acting on it when deflected by 30 degree. Very simple. Couple and torque both are same. In the second question, they are asking torque. Torque is equal to mb sin theta. Magnetic moment given 2 ampere meter square, magnetic field given 30 microtesla, and angle given theta. So this is direct question, no problem. You can answer. A magnetic needle is kept, third question, a magnetic needle is kept in a non-uniform magnetic field, it experience. Already this kind of question we have seen in electrostatics. If a dipole is placed in a non-uniform electric field, same whatever the point, whatever the concept we said, same point applicable here. What will happen? It experience torque as well as force. Next, fourth one. A magnetic dipole is acted upon by two magnetic fields. A magnetic dipole is acted upon by two magnetic fields which are inclined to each other at an angle of 90 degree. One of the field has magnitude 3 Tesla and dipole attains stable equilibrium at an angle 60 degree with this field. The magnitude of the other field is. Very interesting question. New model question. We will see this now. Fourth question. What is the give? Magnetic dipole is acted upon by two magnetic fields which are inclined to each other at an angle 90 degree. Let us say this is one magnetic field B1. This is another magnetic field B2. Angle between them is 90. Clear? One of the field is given root 3. Let us say B1 is root 3 Tesla. Okay? In these two combined field, one dipole is placed. That dipole is aligned like this. Let us say this is the compass needle or dipole, whatever it is. You clear? It lies like this. It is 60 degree. Dipole is 60 degree with the field. The magnitude of other field is. So this dipole is field aligned in this direction. This means this dipole is aligned in net field of B1 and B2. So how do you write? These all are vectors. This is resultant vector. This is B1 vector. You slide B2 here. This is B2 vector. Then what do you write? Tan 60 is equal to opposite side B2 by B1. What they are asking? Other field they are asking. So B2 is equal to tan 60 B1. Tan 60 is what? Sin 60 by cos 60. So root 3 into what is B1? Root 3. Root 3 into root 3. 3. So 3 Tesla. Clear? So this dipole is always, magnetic dipole is always aligned in a net magnetic field. Clear? What is the net magnetic field here? The effect of B1 and B2. That lies, so dipole lies in the net of B1 and B2, that given in the 60 degree. 60 degree of first field. Clear? Next, fifth one. A bar magnet of length 5 cm having a pole strength 2 into 10 power minus 3 ampere meter is placed in a uniform magnetic field 5 microtesla. The angle between magnetic moment and magnetic field is 37 degree. They given options. Interesting. Fifth one. Bar magnet of length. So 2L is equal to 5 cm. This is 5 into 10 power minus 2 meter. 2L itself the length of the magnet. 2L itself length of the magnet. Having pole strength small m. Small m is equal to what? 2 into 10 power minus 3 or 2. Minus 3 ampere meter. In a uniform magnetic field B, what is that? 5 into 10 power minus 6 Tesla. Angle between magnetic moment and field is given. Theta is equal to 37 degree. Okay. Now we will see their values. Already in the previous problem they given. Yes or no? Given. Where did they give? In an example problem they given. From that I will take this. Sin 37, cos 37. cos 37 is 4 by 5. Sin 37 is 3 by 5. Right. Now come to the first question. Torque acting on the magnet. Tau is equal to mb sin theta. This is equal to, so m not given. Capital M we need to find. M is equal to what? 2L into m. What is 2L? 5 into 10 power minus 2. What is the pole strength? 2 into 10 power minus 3. This is 10 into 10 power minus 5. Or this we will write 1 into 10 power minus 4 ampere meter square. Right? Now, what is m value? 1 into 10 power minus 4. What is b value? 5 into 10 power minus 6. Sin 37. Sin 37 is what? 3 by 5. 5 cancel. This is 3 into 1. 3 10 power minus 10 Newton meter. Is there option? Yeah, 3 into 10 power minus 10 Newton meter. Correct. Next, potential energy. U is equal to what? Minus mb cos theta. Again same, 1 into 10 power minus 4, minus is there, into 5 into 10 power minus 6 into cos 37 is what? 4 by 5. Cancel. This is minus 4 into 10 power minus 7 minus 10 joules. Is there? Yes. Work done in rotating magnet by 53 degrees is. So work done, rotate 53 degrees. So again U is equal to minus mb cos theta. Here theta is 57 degrees. So options 1, 2 is correct. 3 we need to find. Work done in rotating from where to where. The work done in rotating a magnet 53 degrees is 4 into 10 power minus 10. Already it is there at 37 degree. Then it is rotated to which one? 53 degrees. We will check today. So if they already it is there in theta 1 position, so we will write like this mb into cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2. Then what is m? 1 into 10 power minus 4. B is what? 5 into 10 power minus 6. Cos theta 1, cos 37 is what? 3 by 5. Next, cos 53 degrees required. Cos 53 is nothing but sin 37. Am I correct or not? So this value will be cos 37 is equal to sin 53 volt, and this will be cos 53 volt. So again this is 3 by 5. So if you do like this, the answer will be 0, but our question is not like that. It is given at 53 degrees, they are asking work done. If you follow this, we will get the answer. But at 53 degrees, the work done will be mb cos theta. Then this is minus. If they give minus for this, they did not give the minus, only given magnitude. So there is a complication is there here. Okay. So there is, let me check the option, based on that we will proceed. Level 2, fifth one. They given fourth option. 1, 2, 3. Work done rotating magnet 53 degrees. Again they did not do minus. Okay, we will see 1 into m is what? 1 into 10 power minus 4. B is what? 5 into 10 power minus 6. Cos 53. Cos 53 is what? Sin 37. Value is same. Sin 37, cos 53, both are same. So this is 3 by 5. 3 by 5 means 5 cancel. We will get 3 into 10 power minus 10 only. They given 4. Okay, no problem. I will check this option. But what we have done first and 2 is correct. Now here, do you find the difference? Cos theta 1 is what? Cos 37. Cos 37 is what? 4 by 5. Okay. Here there is a confusion in this question. See, fourth question. This is theta. Theta 1 is what is the value? 37 degree. According to question, they turn from here to with this to like this. This is 53 degrees. Then what will be the total angle? Theta 2 is 37 plus 53. That is 90. So there is a we not directly in the question, they did not mention clearly. They rotate from this axis 53 degrees. Okay, from horizontal what would be the angle? 90. Initial angle to the horizontal 37. Final angle to the horizontal is 90. So this will be the 90. Then 90 cos 90 is 0. Then we will get 4 into 10 power 5 cancel. So 4 into 10 power minus 10 joules. Clear? So this approach is wrong. But why? How did we approach that? Because there is no clarity in the question. If you follow this one, then we will get the answer. Now, sixth one. Two small power magnets are placed shown in the figure. Potential energy of magnet 2 is. Okay. Interesting question. Configuration is given like this. The arrangement of magnets we call it as a configuration. Magnetic moment is M1 for this magnet is act upwards. North to, sorry, inside the magnet, south to north. This is south and north. Magnetic moment M2. This is also act. What did they ask? Potential energy of the second magnet. This magnet potential energy they are asking. U is equal to minus M2 B. In which field the second magnet was there? First magnet field. So this is B1 cos theta. Okay. Understand? Clear? Now, what is the field direction of this? Act like this. Magnetic moment acting upwards. Theta is equal to what? 180. Then U is equal to minus M2 B1 cos 180. Cos 180 minus 1, this minus 1, this minus 1 plus M2 B1. B1 is magnetic field produced by the first magnet. Where was this magnet? On the equatorial line of the first magnet. What is the equatorial line field? B1 is equal to mu naught by 4 pi m pi. What is the distance between them, center to center? What did they give? R. So this is R2. What is the magnetic moment of the first magnet? M1. Then U is equal to, I am substituting B1 value here. So mu naught by 4 pi m1 by r cube into m2. That's all. If they ask force, what do? F is equal to minus du by, with respect to distance, dr. You do it, you will get the force. And there are less questions, 25 questions are given in this. You solve this. If you not find answer, you can ask. And 12th question is direct question. Don't worry about that 12th question. Angle of dip is phi and latitude y on the earth's surface. The relation tan phi is equal to 2 tan lambda. You direct mug up this formula. There is no, they did not give the proof also. I don't have explanation for this because it's there in the higher classes. You just remember the formula. Remaining all are you can solve. All are direct questions only and all concepts I explain. And the next class we will see electromagnetic induction. Try these problems. Don't forget. Clear. Up to 25 only magnetism and matter are there. And in up to 25 there are 5 or 6 are theoretical questions. Match the following only. I don't think any difficulty in these questions to solve. Right? Keep watching the videos. Read the textbook properly. Practice each and every problem, each and every derivation. Otherwise, you cannot reach your expectations and as well as your parents' expectations. Clear? Right? We will meet in the next class.